So, hi guys, Alan Gilday here from $50 Film School. So, Guardians of the Galaxy was an unexpected delight, and based on the trailer I was actually expecting a rather painful watch. Certainly the little character Rocket, the raccoon character, and some of the other characters, just to me, I was getting flashbacks to Jar Jar Binks and some of the other less fortunate characters in science fiction history. But the movie is absolute riot. Terrific fun and charm and energy, and it just looks fantastic. It really makes Prometheus just sort of look like, something that your dad shot in a camcorder back in the 80s. And it's darn sight better storytelling as well. So it's directed by James Gunn. I think co-wrote it. Now James Gunn had written the script for Slither and Scooby-Doo and Scooby-Doo 2, and also the remake of Dawn of the Dead in 2004. So certainly there's nothing there that kind of really personally would have set me up for the kind of treat that we were in store for. It's really a very, very simple story. There's good guys and bad guys, both contesting the ownership of a crystal, some crystal or other that gives you untold power and could be wielded for good or for bad. So the most off-the-shelf, kind of banal sci-fi premise you could pretty much imagine, and it doesn't get much more original, from the outset in terms of storytelling. But the pacing is wonderful. The action sequences are very, very kinetic, great fun, very well executed. But above all, the ensemble acting from Chris Pratt, Zoe Saldana, Dave Bautista, Vin Diesel, who else have we got? Bradley Cooper, John C. Reilly, Glenn Close, and Benicio del Toro, amongst others, is what makes the show just so winsome. It's actually so likable. And it's got the kind of likable charm that Star Wars had, the original Star Wars, insofar as you actually gunned for the characters. And of course, like Star Wars, they're a kind of disparate band of ragtag characters, very much at odds with themselves and with each other, and inevitably they pull together in a common interest. So there's no surprises, no spoilers there. But what is delightful is the way in which it's done. There's a kind of knowingness there's a knowing wit with a lot of the stock tropes or memes of how those situations play out. And at no point does the knowingness ever become so camp that it pulls the carpet out from under the drama of what's actually happening between the characters. So it's a really good balance. The film does take some risks, some things that you kind of think, whoa, that was risky. If that had gone wrong, you really could have destroyed that scene or destroyed critical moments in the film's sort of climax. However, for me, it more than paid off. The visuals are jaw-dropping. We saw it in 3D. I'm not normally a big fan of 3D, but I'm so glad I got to see this in 3D. It was absolutely beautiful looking movie. Just a delight to watch. Unlike many other science fictions, Prometheus being a great case in point, that again was absolutely gorgeous looking film. This wasn't the film's only pleasure, okay? There's also a delightful 80s soundtrack, okay, delivered on a Walkman. And so there's many tracks that I remember and very fond of. And again, they're not always, they run the risk of being a little forced, a little bit pretentious, but actually it works terrifically well. Really, the only other caveat I would say is that there is really nothing in the trailer that gives you a sense of just how lovable this movie is. We were there, we watched it with a full cinema. A couple of really good friends and I went. We saw it in a full cinema. There were people sort of trying to clap at the end. They enjoyed it so much, and it was a pleasure to be in an auditorium like that and to find yourself wholeheartedly laughing, liking the characters, and thoroughly enjoying what for me has been the best superhero movie, of which I'm not an aficionado of that genre in the least, but there certainly are some very enjoyable ones. I think in the first Iron Man, for example, and Captain America, I thought it was quite an interesting and very well made movie. But certainly this is far and away the best and most enjoyable, so I heartily recommend that you do go along and treat yourself to that, and let me know what you think and feel about the movie. So guys, thanks very much. I look forward to seeing you at $50filmschool.com and catch up with you for more reviews and movie making tips and so forth in the very near future. God bless, have a great weekend. Bye.